everyone believes that she was unfairly targeted and that what they were doing to her was politically motivated. And so there's a lot of happiness about having her back. But Jonathan, you work with a lot of these families, Whelans family, Grinder's family, a lot of these families that don't get the same sort of headlines, who are still looking for the administration to act. Talk to me, I mean, in this conversation we're just having about Mark Fogel, talk to me about your interactions with the administration and what you're seeing of the efforts.
Yeah, and thanks for having me, Katie. I think that they are doing a better job. Certainly, Trevor Reed seems to have broken the logjam. I take them at their word that the Russians would negotiate in good faith over Paul. That means we have to double and triple down, right? So I think our families today are feeling a unique kind of bittersweet, right? In the same sense that we're thrilled for Sherelle and for Brittney. Everybody is extremely frustrated that, this is now the third time that Paul Whelan has been left behind by two separate presidents.
It's tough. I'm also curious, David, about the swap itself and where it happened. Why it happened in the UAE? Why was Saudi Arabia involved?
I think these governments try to step in as intermediaries to try to, get some goodwill with the Biden administration. I mean, the whole thing, and I'm biased, I was held captive by the Taliban many years ago. This just shouldn't be happening. An American 14 years for possessing marijuana. And it is getting worse. So that's back to this long-term strategy. It's just so painful for these families who think that if they say the right thing, if they can get to President Biden, they can bring their loved one home. And if they don't say the right thing, their loved one is trapped. It's a really cruel crime. And so back to this thing of punishing these governments that keep doing this.
What about Ambassador McFaul? What about the way that this potentially bolsters Vladimir Putin within Russia? Does it, getting Viktor Bout back?
Oh, yes. This is a giant celebration. They already have tape of him getting on the airplane. I dealt with requests to release him over a decade ago when I was the U.S. ambassador, because remember, he's done these terrible, horrible things, these crimes. And it was a fantastic sting operation by the United States government, too, back in 2008. Let's not forget that. But you don't do those things in that system. And I'm just speculating here. I'm not talking about hard intelligence. But my estimation, you don't do those things without close ties to Russian intelligence. And remember, Vladimir Putin comes from Russian intelligence. So this will be celebrated as a fantastic victory for Russian diplomacy back home.
And Peter, why did it happen today?
Well, that's a good question. What the administration officials have said is that they've been on and off over several months. They got an indication in recent days that there was a new willingness. It's possible the midterm election was a factor there. The fact that that's now past us may have made it more possible for them. I think that, the involvement of the Saudis and the Emiratis, according to American officials anyway, was more tangential than anything else. The Abu Dhabi provided the setting for the swap. Both sides, flew in their person to trade and did it on their neutral soil, in effect. But what the administration is saying anyway is that it was a direct U.S. to Russia direct negotiation without intermediaries. The two sides talked with each other. And this happened basically as a result of the Biden administration deciding to go ahead and take a deal that didn't involve Paul Whelan. Essentially, I think that was the holdup for a long time.
All right, Jonathan, we've spoken about a little bit, but tell me about the other families who are waiting to get their loved ones back beyond Whelan and beyond
our coalition,
Mark Fogel.
Well, our coalition had 18 families in it before the Venezuela releases cut it down. I think we're at 13 right now in our coalition, and these are 12 wrongful detainees and one hostage. And, we are not giving up. We're going to continue fighting and raising awareness. I'm pleased to see this, panel remark that this was the right thing to do. It might have been different if this had been 2010, but Mr. Bout is on his way out. He's old and he's sick. And I think that there is a moral duty to bring him home. This notion, speculative boogeyman, that this is going to create more hostage taking has not played out in the data. And even if it had, it'd be moral to sacrifice our current hostages in hopes of, alleviating some speculative harm that we don't know will come true. So I would give, props to the Biden administration for having the courage to do this.